Is it hard to be fresh if you don't have money, or can you still pull it off?
See, when I ain't had no money, I still had sauce. See, if you don't got no sauce, then you're lost. But you can also get lost in the sauce.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back for another video. I am going to start out this video apologizing for not uploading. I actually have two videos on this car that I recorded, but I didn't edit the videos yet, and they were kind of, I don't know, we just didn't do a lot in the videos, so I didn't really like them. So I'm actually just going to wipe those. I'm not going to do it, and we're just going to go from where we are now. So, as you can tell, the engine is in the car. Bam. Looking hella fresh. Gio went ahead and painted the valve cover. We painted the engine, as you guys had saw, all the AC, everything is back in the car and looking fresh, hella fresh. We painted the engine bay, or Alyssa painted the engine bay a while back ago, and it is still looking nice and clean. I love how this came out. But to be honest, there are a few things that we're noticing are not matching up. Yeah. For paying this much for a turbo kit, I would expect it to be pretty much bolt on and go. I know a lot of the even cheaper turbo kits are pretty close. There's only a few things you got to modify, but we're already noticing quite a few discrepancies today on this thing. So first off, they gave us a V-band wastegate. As you can tell, a super dope precision wastegate. But the manifold, as you can tell, is a bolt-on, a 2-bolt. Now they do make a conversion where it's a bolt-on to V-band, but the kit did not come with it. So that's something that I'm gonna have to call the customer and have them order that. Also, the piping over here is not adding up. It is not, not matching up. You can see it's off by quite a bit. Normally this should be right up close to it, and you should just be able to put a boot on it, and that's it. Also, the intercooler piping on this side is extremely small. Super small. I think that, I'm pretty sure that is 2-inch, and then the other side is 2.5-inch. But that is really small. It does not need to be that small. This side's what's most important when you're trying to make big power, but still, having it that small, I don't like how that even, I don't know. But that just don't look right. But anyways, they also put way too many couplers, you could tell. This, they could have just made one solid piece. There didn't need to be that one there. They could have had one there, and maybe one there, but just there. So, not really liking that right now. The downpipe, as you can see, it looks pretty good. Doesn't look like it's gonna hit nothing. But yeah, and then also this manifold, obviously it was gonna rust, but they usually come covered in grease, and this did it way too fast. It was like, as you guys saw in the last video, it was already starting to rust, but this looks way worse. And this was like, probably, that was 2 weeks ago of it just sitting. So anyways, a few things I'm not happy with, especially when somebody is spending this much money, right?
Yeah, man, that's so sad.
Right?
I don't understand it.
I've seen way cheaper turbo kits come with way less issues, you know what I mean? These are all simple things that we obviously can fix, but when you're spending that kind of money, it should be easier for the customer just to be able to plug and play. But it is what it is, so
you always run into hiccups,
yeah.
You know?
There's always a little something, but this is kind of a lot for how much the customer paid for it.
Yeah, for a turbo kit, yeah, of course.
And this is the AutoWorks, I think it is, right? And I know this is expensive turbo kit because it came with an expensive turbo, so obviously the customer wanted, you know, something clean, something nice. I don't know, not too happy about it. But anyways, we're gonna get to it. Right now we're kind of at a standstill with that stuff, but we have plenty of work to do here at the shop today, so that ain't gonna be an issue finding work. We have a, what is this, 2021, right?
Yeah.
So this is a 2021 Accord. The customer just bought it, and he went to go try to get work done like at the dealership, and they told him that the warranty was all voided because it's like modded and stuff. So we're gonna lift it up here, we're gonna look at it and see what's really modified on it. You can definitely see it's got an intake. I was doing some research and it looks like that is the stock turbo, but it definitely has a downpipe on it. So I guess there's a few other things with the exhaust, like there's no hangers and stuff. So we're just gonna take a look at it, figure out what's going on. I'll probably hook it up to the new scan tool. Oh, let's show them that.
Yeah.
A bit bad. We got a pretty sick scan tool. It just makes our job easier, especially when we're using it every day. Say hi, Alyssa.
Hello.
So, we got the B's and E's Snap-on. This has a scope on it, so kind of like when we're tuning cars, we could show the live data. This lets us do it with the stock ECUs. Oh, I can't do that with one hand. You might get nothing. Thank you. But there she is. She is super bad. We're actually right now going to go ahead and hook her up and see if we can pull any codes out of that Accord. While Gio is looking at this, I'm going to go ahead and work on the AC on a Nissan Altima. So, oh, before that, I want to show you guys something I got in on a trade. There was somebody I knew that had a D16 Z6 with a blown head gasket, and they needed a manual transmission and their single cam because they wanted to go auto to manual. So I went ahead and made a trade with him, and now I got myself a good old Z6. It's got the AC compressor on it too. I don't know what I'm gonna do with it. I broke this on accident with my truck, but I got quite a few of these covers, so we should be good. And it's OBD1. So the 2 plugs, so heck yeah. I don't know what I'm gonna do with that. I'm obviously gonna put it to the side, but that's got the Z6 crank, so I'll probably build that thing for boost someday. Later today, I'm gonna try to get to all this mess. Start trying to organize all this. I'm actually in the market for a shipping container, so if anybody out there has a 20-foot shipping container for sale, please let me know. I've hit up some of these places, but they want way too much money, like everything. But if you got one sitting in your yard, you want to get rid of it, give me a call. I want to show you guys the mulch outside has been flattened, and we've moved quite a few cars out of the way, so I wanted to go ahead and show you guys. It's looking nice and flat. I'm just going to keep driving over it, and then I'm going to start parking cars, my cars and stuff back here. Oh, we also got SRT4 that we're going to be putting a clutch in shortly. Okay. Alright, I'm going to put down the camera, and I'll be back in a minute. I had a Accord over there. It had an aftermarket intercooler, aftermarket downpipe, and aftermarket intake. And it didn't have any tuner on it, didn't have K-tuner or Honda. So the customer's going to go ahead and buy that. That way we can get that AFR light to go ahead and turn off. But the dyno is all set up. I don't know if I mentioned that last video. I don't think it was set up. I don't think I was finished with it in the last video, but it is all set up. I am loving having this 4-post. It makes it a lot easier. I actually, it's easier to get on and off the dyno too, because you kind of just roll right onto it and go right over. It's a little bit easier, and I like it. Supposedly it's better for the car to be level than tilted at an angle. So
Stay hydrated.
Yeah. You drink that whole thing, right?
Yeah, man. It works really good.
It's hot. You guys can't tell because, kind of can tell, but it is really, really hot in here.
I am ready for winter, man.
Me too, bro.
Oh, man.
October's right around the corner.
I'm done with this heat.
Yeah, it's still always hot here in Florida, but it's more tolerable for sure.
Yeah.
But we're kind of at a standstill now, right?
Yeah.
It looks hella good though.
Yeah, it looks really nice, man. I can't wait till I get it running.
Super good.
Button up and get it going. Let me know if you guys like the way I did my job on the paint, on the valve cover, distributor, and on the AC.
Gio's valve cover service. It does look good, man. It looks all good. I like the engine flat black.
Yeah,
I told you.
Nice. Yeah.
I like it in flat black. Just good color combo. Silver and black. The only thing is that cast manifold, man. I don't know how I feel about it.
I'm disappointed on that. Yeah, very disappointed.
I need to call the customer and let him know about all this.
Yeah, disappointed.
But I'm gonna go ahead and probably start on this here later if no other customers come in. I'm gonna go ahead and work on this. I have to replace the valve seals, and then we'll go ahead and get the springs and retainer. This is the head for Skunk 2, the one we're naming that white EK hatch outside. Same exact build as that EK over there. And here is something I picked up for myself. We got some new pistions. These are, you can see they're high compression. I got these high compression pistons and I put them on stock rods. I got them pressed in at the machine shop. and we are making an all-motor single cam. So, as some of you guys know, I have a turbo single cam 4-door over here, as you guys probably know me for if you watch any of my single cam videos. So, what I am trying to do, or what I am going to do, is I am going to pull the motor out of this car, because it is a 4-door. I'm going to take the tube front and everything, get it all finished, and it is going to be going into this coupe. So this coupe over here, I ordered a LAKELAND windshield a couple weeks ago, because as you can tell, it needs a windshield, and I'm going to go ahead and put that in. I'm going to fully gut this. I am also going to put a roll cage in it. You can see it's just a gutted car. So I'm going to go ahead and put a roll cage in this. This is going to be full-on race car, and we're at least going to run a 10 in it, and then maybe one day a 9 with a single cam. Obviously, you know I like single cams. So the goal for the 4-door is to make an actual circuit car. I want to make an all-motor single cam. I don't have too much expectations on the horsepower numbers, but I'm gonna do it right. I'm gonna make a high compression. I'm gonna get a good cam in it, and I am going to make some power, see what it puts out. If it makes 150 horsepower, I would be, even if it made 130 horsepower, I think I would be extremely happy. That's all I really need for like a circuit, fun little car to get around with. But, so, that's what those pistons over there are for, and that's gonna be a project I'm gonna be working on here once it starts slowing down a little bit. Once the winter comes, usually it slows down a little bit because you have less AC jobs, cars aren't overheating as much. It's a little easier on cars when the weather is nicer out for sure. But anyways, I'm just going to go ahead and get back to shop chores. I'll see you guys in a little bit. Got something different on the dyno now. I have a Ram 1500. It's actually having, I'm not going to be tuning it, it's actually having issues with the speedometer. So we're going to try to calibrate it, see what the dyno's reading, see what it's reading, because it's definitely off. If you're going down the street, like barely moving, it says doing like 30 miles an hour. So I'm gonna go ahead and get onto that. We're gonna go ahead and call the customer on the green EK so we can get those parts and go ahead and get that thing finished. But I'm gonna go ahead and call the video here because I just gotta do some boring work on this 1500. So as always guys, go ahead and like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys soon. Peace.
Is it hard to be fresh if you don't have money, or can you still pull it off?
See, when I ain't had no money, I still had sauce. See, if you don't got no sauce, then you're lost. But you can also get lost in the sauce.